So you've decided to consider a reverse mortgage. They tell you your home's value is going to play a major role in how the numbers shake out. But you look online and all of these different websites tell you a different estimate for your home's value. And then your loan officer gives you yet another estimate that is different than all the rest. So, what's what and who's right? How is a value for your home actually determined when getting a reverse mortgage? Well, that's what we will be discussing today. So stick around for a bit to find out. Hey guys and gals, my name is Taryn Proctor, founder of Retirement Home Equity Advisors, and I'm coming to you today with another reverse mortgage video, educating you on all of the ins and outs of this financial product to help you make more well-informed decisions on whether a reverse mortgage may be a good fit for you or not. So whether you've seen my videos before or this is your first time watching, if you find that you learned something today, please do click on that like button and then subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell as well. This will allow you to be notified when we have our new videos come out each and every week. All right, so reverse mortgages and appraisals. Why does this matter and how does one come up with an accurate value for your home? Well, first, why does it matter? For starters, when it comes to reverse mortgages, the terms of the loan and all of the final figures are going to hinge on your home's appraised value. But when you're initially looking into a reverse mortgage, the initial terms of the loan are just an estimate. So because of that, it's very important going into the loan that we estimate that value as accurately as we can so that we can all have a clear understanding of the loan's benefits, and you can make a decision based on realistic data. It's never a good situation when you make a decision to move forward with a reverse mortgage based on one set of numbers, and then your appraisal comes in $100,000 off, and now the loan looks way different than it did initially. Again, that's why it's very important to estimate that appraised value as accurately as possible so that when you make your decision initially, the numbers don't change too much once we actually get your home appraised. Now, how does one actually come up with that value? Well, first, I'll say that going onto any of those online websites that give you an estimate, unfortunately, is not the way to go about it. These websites are known for their inaccuracies. I think it's fine to look at those out of curiosity, and sometimes they can be accurate, but most of the time they aren't. So I wouldn't put too much stock into the estimates that they give you. And a quick side note as well here, if you are working with a lender or loan officer and they tell you that they are getting your home value estimate from any of those websites, that should be a big red flag. Your loan officer should have the expertise to know how to come up with a much more accurate estimate for your home's value. And if they do not have that expertise, then that's a sign that you should probably be working with someone else who does. So if you can't trust the online estimate, how do we go about getting an estimated value for your home? Well, here at REIA, we try to mimic as best we can what an appraiser is actually going to be doing. And what an appraiser is going to do in a nutshell is they're going to try to find homes in your immediate area that have sold recently that are as similar to yours as they can find and see what those homes recently sold for. By doing that, this gives them an indication of what your home's worth is. The similarities they will be looking at are square footage, bedroom count, bathroom count, lot size, and the condition of the home, just to name a few. And by condition of the home, I mean, has the home been updated recently or is it fairly dated? Is there a lot of deferred maintenance or is it well maintained? Things like that. So let's say you have a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home that is 2,000 square feet on an 8,000 square foot lot. And let's also say that you have not done any updates to the home in the last 15 or so years. It's well maintained, but still no upgrades to speak of in the immediate past. An appraiser is going to want to find homes that have recently sold that are the same or similar to that criteria. So that means they are not going to compare your home to the recent sale in your neighborhood of the home that was 5 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, 3,000 square feet on a 20,000 square foot lot. And the seller put about $100,000 in upgrades into the home before they sold it. It just isn't the same thing. Now, of course, in most cases, the appraiser isn't going to find exact matches to your home. And that's when something called adjustments come into play. And adjustments on an appraisal are just that. They are adjustments that are made to the comparable home's sales price to justify the material differences in the property. For instance, if one of the homes the appraiser is comparing to yours sold for, let's say, $500,000, but that home is much more upgraded than yours, the appraiser is going to make a negative adjustment to that $500,000 sales price to account for that. That adjustment will depend on how much more upgraded that home is than yours. So let's say that adjustment is $25,000. Now, instead of the $500,000 sales price, you have a net sales price of $475,000. The appraiser goes through a number of things and makes adjustments accordingly, up and down, until they get to a final net value. They'll do this with a number of homes and will use those net values to determine the final value of your home. At this point, you may be thinking, well, Taryn, if I don't know the adjustments, how can I come up with the value? And that's an incredibly fair question. And to be completely honest with you, nobody can really predict what those adjustments will be. And in all fairness, there will always be a margin of error when it comes to estimating appraised values. Because after all, an appraisal is simply the opinion of one person as to the value of your home. And the reality is, you could have two appraisals done within the same week by two different people, and they could come in wildly different. But an experienced and transparent loan officer should be conservative as well as upfront about any potential risks that they see to account for that margin of error. With that said, you shouldn't necessarily have to estimate the value of your home yourself. Your loan officer should be doing that for you, and hopefully you trust that they're doing that well. But if you did want to try to estimate the value yourself, what you could do is go onto those online websites that show you what homes have recently sold for. Try to find some within a square mile of you, the closer the better, that are as similar to your home as possible. Try to stay objective and find 3 to 5 homes that are the most similar to yours as you can find. You may start to see a pattern emerging as to the sales prices of those homes. And you could estimate that your home's value may fall within that pattern of values. So that's it for today, folks. I hope you are more informed now than you were 10 minutes ago. And if you feel you are, again, hit that like and subscribe button to always stay up to date with all of our videos coming out. And if you or someone you know has any questions about estimating your home's value, appraisals, or reverse mortgages in general, please don't hesitate to reach out anytime. You can reach me at 888-982-0475. Take care, everyone. We'll see you soon.